This year's Green Tie Award for Senate Conservation Leadership goes to Senator Ronnie Sabb.
I really respect the fact that he approaches conservation and environmental causes and environmental justice in a thoughtful manner that takes into consideration the impact not only on people but wildlife, the quality of our water, and our future generations.
You know, that's one thing about Ronnie Sabb, is he's not afraid to take a stand. Ronnie's going to do what Ronnie thinks is right.
He shows up. If you invite him to an event, it's not just about connecting with people or writing a check. He shows up.
We first started working with Senator Sabb when he was actually serving in the House, and continued to work with him as he moved over to the other chamber. He has consistently been there on the Judiciary Committee, for instance, when we needed to work on clean energy reform efforts, when we needed to protect special places across South Carolina. Hailing from Williamsburg County in the Pee Dee region, Senator Sabb knows the importance of protecting rural South Carolina. He knows the importance of protecting the people that live in rural South Carolina from various types of pollution or overreach.
In reality, I think we all say, who can be against the environment? That's an easy thing to say, but when it comes time to stand up and use your voice and use your vote, who can you count on? And you can count on Ronnie Sabb. Ronnie was very instrumental in the Santee Cooper reform. He was on the subcommittee. That was a difficult subject matter. It was one that came at a time when a lot of people weren't sure what direction the state was going to head into as far as energy. Historically, people had a very soft spot in their heart for Santee Cooper. To have Ronnie Sabb, somebody of the capacity of Ronnie, to work on the Santee Cooper legislation was very important.
His care with single-use plastics, the battle that he fought with that, through his consistent leadership, his thoughtful leadership, the community came out on the winning side when it came to the single-use plastic ban.
He is a quiet leader, but when he does choose to use his voice, people stop and listen.
When he puts his weight and effort and dedication behind policy work, you know you have a dedicated partner in that space. And that's what's been so enjoyable about getting to work with Senator Sabb. We know we can depend on him. We know he's going to be a good negotiator.
I don't know of an environmental issue that's come before the Senate that Ronnie has not given considered thought to, and generally been on the side of the environment, of people that have to live in that environment.
And I look forward to seeing him and his future endeavors and how he incorporates his environmental thinking with economic uplift for our community.
He cares about the environment. He has spoken out on environmental issues. He's been there when the environment needed him, and he's done so with passion and compassion, and he's taken a leadership role. He hasn't just been a vote. Ronnie has stepped up and led when the time came to say, this is important for the environmental community.
And I'm just delighted and excited to see what's introduced for the future by Senator Ronnie Sabb.
I can't think of anybody that's more deserving of the Green Tie Award than Ronnie Sabb.
One thing that really shows why Senator Sabb is deserving is that he consistently and over his lifetime of work scores over 100% on our scorecard. Meaning not only does he get all the votes right, but he does the extra credit. He sponsors the legislation that is important. He co-sponsors the legislation that is important. He works across the aisle consistently with Republicans to make sure we have conservation champs working together to protect the South Carolina we all love. So kudos to Senator Sabb. We're really excited to honor him.